Greetings everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. Developer The Chinese Room released a news update yesterday for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. In it, they walk through the passives and perks available when playing as a Tremere, along with some other interesting tidbits. This was preceded by another update where they provided perspective on who the Tremere are and how they are implemented in Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. I have combined elements from both updates to make this content, and links to those articles will be in the description below. Please keep in mind the vast majority of footage that has been released was for the Bruja clan, so while I will talk through quite a bit of information, there's very little I can show you. Feel free to just listen to this video. If you are new to the channel, here at Slandered Gaming, we focus on CRPGs, so if that kind of content interests you, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Tremere are known for being disciplined, knowledge-seeking, and guarded. While human, members of their ranks were oftentimes academics, scientists, and detectives. Tremere are also warlocks who are known to practice blood magic. Unlike the other vampire clans, Tremere did not spawn from an antediluvian or one of the original 13 vampires. Instead, their clan was the result of a ritual that used vampire blood. Consequently, the Tremere were despised, mistrusted, and persecuted by other clans for centuries. Commonly, they are referred to as blood thieves, usurpers, and pretenders. In modern times, they are only grudgingly acknowledged as pillars in vampire society. To choose this class means to accept the condemnation and suspicion of all your vampiric peers. Mrs. Amelia Thorne serves as the Tremere Magister for the Seattle Court. This means she is an old vampire who has chosen not to seek political power and instead focuses on teaching and advising other members of the clan. She is also known for being both deeply loyal and bloodthirsty. The Chinese Room hopes she will serve as a window into the history and archetypes of the Tremere clan, showcasing their dedication to order along with the blood rituals they are so well known for. Mrs. Thorne can be found at Wake the Dead, an all-night coffee bar where she can provide insights into Camarilla secrets and ancient arcane thaumaturgical rituals. Tremere have abilities that not only inflict direct damage, but also apply offensive and passive effects by manipulating the blood around them. This focus on blood sorcery will be represented in both their visual effects and their outfits. Of course, anything you wear also has to make sense when casting spells that involve intricate hand movements. There will be a mix of bracelets, necklaces, and rings to choose from, specifically for Tremere characters. The attire will be based on multiple cultural influences, including New Romantics, Baroque fashion, and New Goth. TCR wanted the styles to reflect a group of people who are formidable, predatory, and possess a deep, ancient mystique. They also placed a large emphasis on the sounds that are made when a Tremere attacks. When you boil an enemy's blood from the inside and cause them to explode, you will hear the sounds of guts splattering all around you. The screams of your enemies will become morphed and distorted as they are consumed from within. Arcane whispers and the pulsation of your blood magic can be heard to make the spectacle resonate even more strongly. Like all clans, the Tremere get 3 disciplines that all of their powers are based on. Their disciplines are Auspex, Dominate, and Blood Sorcery. Auspex gives you supernatural perception, allowing you to see things that other people would miss. If I remember correctly, your character gets some version of Auspex regardless of what clan you choose, so it remains to be seen how useful it is to have this as a discipline in the game. Dominate gives you the power to control the actions of other characters and to mesmerize them. This can be useful in conversations, but I believe in tabletop it was considered a violation of the Masquerade to use it in public, so we'll see how it is implemented in the game. Blood sorcery is obviously the ability to control blood. In the tabletop, unlike other disciplines, this power does not grow organically. Instead, your arcane knowledge determines how powerful it is. It's not clear if it will work in a similar fashion within the game. In combat, Tremere are ranged glass cannons, so they'll strongly benefit from a patient and well-planned approach. Your abilities are centered around blood sorcery, which allows you to not only kill from far away, but also choose the location of your kill for maximum effect. This playstyle will appeal to players who like to fight at range, from stealth, or avoid direct conflict if at all possible. This screenshot shows a list of all the Tremere perks and their passives. There's also one perk selected off to the side that is from the Banu Hakim clan. In Bloodlines 2, you cannot change your clan disciplines or your passive ability. However, you can select perks from a different clan by visiting powerful vampires who have been sworn to assist you. Doing this will cost more action points than buying a perk from within your clan. How many more points will depend on how closely that perk aligns with the disciplines of your clan. So again, Tremere specialize in domination, perception, and blood sorcery. If you attempt to get a perk related to stealth or defense, then it will cost you significantly more. You can repeatedly purchase the same perk to make it stronger, allowing you to eventually regain elder status in a particular clan. Starting from the top of the list, your Tremere passive ability is Corrosive Touch, which is triggered when you feed on an enemy and causes their body to dissolve. Obviously, this is fantastic for a more stealth-based playthrough and will help to ensure it takes longer for enemies to discover you. Next on the list is Blood Salvo, which allows you to conjure a set of blood daggers that can be thrown at enemies. Looking at the screenshot of this ability almost makes me feel like I am playing as Carnage, and I might have to give Tremere a whirl first instead of Bruja. Next up we have Cauldron of Blood, which allows you to boil an enemy's blood slowly from the inside, causing excruciating pain and making them drop to their knees screaming. Nearby enemies and civilians are drawn to these screams, making it easy to follow up with a Blood Salvo or one of the other abilities we are going to review. Next up is Blood Curse. You curse one enemy, and the next time they take damage, their blood swells and they explode, damaging everyone around them. Again, you'll really benefit if you figure out how to draw many of your enemies into one place. Next on the list, and definitely one of the most interesting abilities I have read about, is Recall. This ability must be used twice to properly execute it. The first time it's used, you mark your current location with a ward. The second time you use it, you'll deconstruct yourself and then explosively reconstruct yourself at the marked location, obliterating any enemies standing in that spot. This sounds absolutely sick, and I am definitely looking forward to what cool ways it can be deployed. The last option on the list is called Greed, and it's an upgrade to your clan passive. In addition to bodies dissolving away, there's a chance that the last used ability receives twice as much blood, which increases the rate at which you can perform abilities. Cool stuff that helps ensure the good times keep rolling. That's all the information I have currently regarding Tremere and their perks in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below and whether or not this information made the game more interesting for you. This update kind of just reinforces how I felt about the game before. More and more, it seems like it will be an upgrade from a combat perspective, but I am very concerned with how the exploration, dialogue, and gameplay is going to work out. Nothing in this perk list says that they are emphasizing those aspects of the game, but of course, there's plenty of time for them to prove that's not the case. I continue to be hopeful that we'll get at least a decent game, and I definitely plan to provide more updates as they are released. Hope all of you enjoyed this video. Take care.